I'm very sorry, State Farm. We had some significant technical difficulties here with our camera literally quitting dead in the middle of our video here. But we are at the exact same stage of the process where I was just demonstrating how we are going to now pull or put the new shingle into position here. And as you can see, things are in the same position all the way across. And so it looks like, sadly, I have to split this video into two just because I'm a human being using other tools that human beings have to use in order to do this properly that sometimes don't want to work the way we always want them to. So, see if we can get a good angle here for you. I'm going to take this new shingle and my hammer and the roof snake, and I'm going to gently slide this shingle up, try and get it into a good position where these seams align. Good stuff. And what I'm going to do is place my first two nails into position to secure this shingle. Using the roof snake to exactly where it's supposed to go. And as I'm doing this, I'm watching granular slide all over the roof. Okay, got the first nail in. We are having a very stubborn nail. And that is the reality of construction, by the way. Got our third nail in. Trying to barely get my fingers under there. Cool. Got our fourth nail in. Got our first nail in the second row. Can you hear that sliding? It's the main reason we are doing this on a lower elevation. So that we can go home at the end of the day for trying to help serve the homeowner to the highest ability. And this will be our third nail in the second row. And our fourth and last one. Into the tar strip, by the way. Okay. Now, proper tools and methods. And from our level of repair, I just want to show that here is the new shingle that we have placed in. And as you can see directly to the row above, look at this level of creasing and tearing up at the corner. Same thing here. This is our second row above. This is a damaged shingle. This, look at this level of creasing up at the top and this tear here in the corner. And this is using a very gentle process. Look at this level of pliability and creasing. Not to mention the level of mat that is below this shingle that will essentially never stick again. Here we go to the second row above it. This level of creasing and tearing up at the top. Same thing here. This one's not as bad, but it's already started, right? So now Mother Nature is going to impact this repair. It's a damaged shingle itself. And the only one that's not super severe is the one directly next to it. But that means that out of 7 shingles, actually 8 really, because the other ones, out of 7 specific tabs, 6 are damaged. And that level of damage can be seen all up through here, right here, all over through here. Same with here, same with here, and here, and here, and here, which goes to show from literally every insurance company out there and every contracting service that the level of repairability on this roof is very poor, which means for me to specifically address one shingle itself, we're going to have to multiply the count by at least 3. And then in doing so, now we have to repair this, right? And then we have to repair this. And so tripling the count is only going to spread further and further across the roof, which eventually multiplies, where then same here, addressing this damaged shingle is going to bring us into the ridge of the back elevation itself. Same with addressing these. I mean, they're spread out. It's just going to multiply like a cancer across this roof. And in all due respect, I have never seen, out of this, I've never seen an insurance carrier that would consider this not to be a fail, done with the proper tools and methods, and all guidelines associated with our contracting service and the manufacturer specs as well, which shows that mat, yes, we have a significant level of mat transfer just by breaking the seal with the proper tools and methods. Creasing, yes, we have creasing spread out across the row above and the second row above that. Cracking, we got a little bit of that. Laminate, we don't have to worry about that as much, but granular loss, absolutely. Because as we were doing this process, granulars were sliding all down the roof. And over here into our control group, our control center, where, keep in mind, on the front elevation, we have to address 8 damaged shingles here as well. And our control group, we have absolutely none of this going on. No mat, no creasing, no cracking, no laminate, and no granular loss itself. We have some siding on the claim that needs to be addressed. And then this upper elevation, I think we have 9 damaged shingles and 10 damaged shingles on the back. I might have that reversed. But I have pictures of everything. I will submit everything into our file here. But in all due respect, there's absolutely no way to address this level of repair for 10 damaged shingles here on the back without entirely ripping into, you know, the other side of the slope and having to address this such a small little area of a slope, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I think this is what, a 13 square roof, right? So we've got maybe 4 squares on the front, or three squares on the front, 3 squares here is a total of 6. Both of these slopes are justifiably needing to be replaced in full. And then on the upper elevation, we've got a little more than that, so maybe 15 square. And at the end of the day, you know, the right thing to do would be to take care of the homeowner here the right way, so that of all the areas that are not repaired or replaced, they're not calling State Farm back this summer or next summer or the next storm or next year or 2 years from now to address areas that were not addressed properly in the first place, where we can't even fully warranty our work and step behind it and say, hey, we did a great job as a 5-star contracting service. You know, if you guys really want to force the homeowner into having to pay Dan in a van with a meth habit to come out here and perform, you know, these crack job repairs for them, and that's the way that you guys believe is the best way to stand behind the homeowners that pay into your premiums, then hey, I guess my job is done and complete. But I believe in doing the right thing, and the right thing here would be, there's no possible way to repair this amount of damage on this existing roof without creating more, which is fully demonstrated in this repair test and video with the proper tools and methods. And it just makes sense, is the right thing to do to take care of the homeowner and replace this slope and the one here over here. And then of course we have the top and the back, which are already justified in whatever file. And I actually do want to make sure we take a look at the original damage file, because I was not here on that day of inspection, and that specific inspector from Seek Now had told me that he was not allowed to do a total damage count for the entire roof, and he was just marking specific little areas on each slope, and whatever was inside of his markings would be counted. And I don't think that's the right way to justify an inspection either, because how can you make a determination on damage without a full total count to look at? And so we'd like to, us and the homeowner would like to review that initial inspection report and make sure that it aligns with what we see here today, and also what we demonstrated the initial day of inspection, which I believe was back in early or mid-March, right? So we've definitely came a long way to get here. The homeowner has been waiting quite a long time for a just determination, and then through that has only incurred more damage from Mother Nature to their home, based off this massive time gap that it has taken for us to get a proper determination for them. And like I said, through any form of repair that we would do here, the areas of the roof that are not addressed in repair or replacement would just be in the same position next year. And what sense does that make? Once again, my name is Michael Ash. I'm with Panda Exteriors. We're a 5-star contracting service, and I have done hundreds of these, as you can see, fully demonstrated with the proper tools and methods for State Farm at the Baaden residence. Date is 5/20, and it is above 70 degrees. and we're going to rock and roll and get all this submitted. But once again, this attempt to repair is an absolute fail. Thanks.